Yes, yes, yes. It's the Raphael Dawkins with a Combat Radio, bringing you some more unfortunate news stemming from the Deontay Wilder loss fallout. Okay, so where do we begin? Deontay Wilder leaves Mark Breland crying outside the changing rooms after banning him from coming in. Okay, so following Deontay Wilder's loss to Tyson Fury, February 22nd, MGM, Las Vegas. Tyson Fury, as we see here, could be seen remonstrating with Mark Breland, ex-Olympian, two-time world champion, berating him, asking him why'd you stop the fight? Why'd you stop the fight? I was just getting warm. I was just lining him up. It's only the 7th round. I got 5 more rounds. Deontay Wilder is delusional. He could barely stand up after the 2nd round. During the 2nd round, we saw him stumbling and staggering around the ring. This was even before the equilibrium shot. This was even before the shot to the ear caused it to spurt out blood. Before that, Deontay Wilder was staggering around the ring on Bambi legs after receiving concussive blow after concussive blow from Tyson Fury. He was just staggering all over the place. And by the time he got to the 7th round, Mark Breland, as you see here, had to throw in the towel to save Deontay Wilder from the terrible battering he was receiving at the hands of Tyson Fury. Okay, so Breland has been training Wilder since he turned professional in 2008. And so he's been with him pretty much from day one of his professional career. But even though they've been together for so long, he didn't stop Deontay Wilder from turning on Mark Breland, telling him he couldn't come in the dressing room. Get out the dressing room. You don't belong. You don't belong in the dressing room. Get out of here. Total slap in the face to Mark Breland. Regardless of how poor you think Deontay Wilder's boxing skills are or may be. Let's imagine if he didn't have Breland in his corner. Would have been a bad scene. Deontay Wilder even stated that Mark Breland was somehow conspiring against him, working with, Anthony Durrell, working in concert with Anthony Durrell, who was in the audience, allegedly sitting behind Mark Breland. Durrell being coached by Tyson Fury's coach, Sugar Hill Stewart. Yeah, so Deontay Wilder made allegations that Mark Breland was working in concert with Anthony Durrell to stop the fight. Deontay Wilder told The Athletic that Durrell influenced Mark Breland to throw in the towel. Of course, Durrell has come out with his own interview saying that allegation was complete and utter rubbish. Okay, so the story comes from Spencer Fearon, who went on to say Mark Breland was outside the changing room crying. Did you know that? He was crying because that man said he couldn't come into the changing room. That man being Deontay Wilder. That's your fighter. That's the fighter you built personal relationship with. You've been with this man from the get-go. And then he tells you, no, you can't come in the changing room. You see how deluded and twisted these guys are, goes on Fearon. And it ain't gonna get no better. If Deontay Wilder doesn't apologize to Mark Breland, the same thing is going to happen again. Only worse. I have to echo what Spencer Fearon says there. Of course, Spencer Fearon is there as an ex-boxer, TV pundit, promoter, what do you call it, podcast presenter. Yeah, so it's a really, really bad scene. It's a really, really bad scene that's come about since Deontay Wilder's loss to Tyson Fury, the new WBC belt holder, joining the likes of Frank Bruno and Lennox Lewis as British heavyweights who landed the WBC belt. I think it's very, very poor on the part of Deontay Wilder, but then nothing surprised me with this guy anymore. He's been protected. His resume is relatively soft. Even Dillian White's resume rivals Wilder. Of course, Wilder's got Tyson Fury on his resume now, so that counts for something. That might edge him up there, but it's very comparable, very comparable. So they protected Deontay Wilder. Now he's come back to bite one of his longtime trainers. He's come back to bite him in the ass. Very, very poor, very, very disappointing behavior by Deontay Wilder. If I was Breland, I would have to think long and hard about whether I'd work with Deontay Wilder again. It's like Spencer Fearon says. Deontay Wilder owes him a deep and heartfelt apology for his mistreatment of Mark Breland. It's very, very sad news. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the have your say. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comment. It's the shares. It's the hitting the bell icon. It's the following me on Twitter. And it's watching out for the live show, Boxing Talk with Rafi.